The EU budget funds 27 nations, but it's actually tiny, just 1% of Europe's total wealth. While national governments spend nearly half their income, the EU pools this small fraction for shared continental goals. It operates on a strict 7-year master plan called the MFF, locking in a baseline of 1.2 trillion euros.
The 1.2 trillion euro MFF isn't just a pile of cash. It's strictly organized into compartments like that to ensure long-term stability. The MFF also sets rentries the maximum budget allowed in each category until 2027.
But when the pandemic hit, they launched Next Generation EU, injecting a temporary €800 billion recovery boost, powering Europe's future 2027. A small percentage with massive impact.
For the first time, the EU borrowed €800 billion directly on global markets to finance a massive recovery. Borrowed cash specifically targets future-proofing the economy through intense investment in green energy and digital infrastructure.
Now let's take a break to understand 7-year MFF and next-generation EU allocation.
Unlike most governments, the EU standard budget must balance perfectly by law. They cannot run a deficit or borrow for daily operations. 70% of the money comes directly from member states. It is strictly based on economic size. Wealthier nations pay a heavier share. Tariffs collected on billions of dollars of imports entering from outside the EU go straight to the shared budget. A tiny standardized sliver of the value-added tax collected in every country is also automatically transferred to Brussels. Introduced in 2021, countries are now billed for non-recycled plastic waste. It's a brilliant...
Now let's take a break to understand how EU budget is funded.
Almost all of it, 94%, is reinvested. It builds the infrastructure, hospitals, and schools that level the playing field for all Europeans. Percent secures our food. It supports millions of farmers and ensures our rural communities remain sustainable and vibrant. From the Galileo satellite system to groundbreaking medical research, the EU fuels the innovation that keeps us a global leader. The green transition is a priority. 1/3 of the entire budget is dedicated to climate action and transitioning to clean energy. And only 7% pays for administration. The rest? How does Europe agree on spending 2 trillion euros? It starts with the European architects. They draft the massive financial blueprint, proposing exactly where every single euro should be invested. Next, the blueprint goes to the Council of the EU, representing ministers from all 27 member states. To pass the 7-year master plan, they must reach a unanimous agreement. Because they are directly elected by the citizens, they hold the ultimate democratic power. They negotiate the final details, approve the long-term budget, and ensure your voice shapes the continent's future.